I'm just waiting for Isaiah 12 to come in. Hopefully I picked the right time. I think he's 6 hours ahead. Or is it 6 hours behind? Either way, may as well make use of the stream. I'm going to share a screen. For a couple of minutes. It will only take me a couple of minutes to get through it. Yeah, that's one of... let's just move that back a bit. Fro, the nutty Catholic. When I had a so-called debate with him, because I wasn't any good at debates, online anyway, he got very excited when he saw this picture. I've obviously edited it. That's in Boston, I think. You know who that's supposed to be on the sat on the mimicry, the blasphemous mimicry of the Ark of the Covenant. Crescent moon there, amazing. Oh, I don't know why I can't pause it. Oh, could I? Yeah, I did. This is one of those relics that Catholics kneel down to and pray, so-called, to. They say they only venerate when you quite correctly point out that they are worshipping images. Worship and venerate are the same word. They are synonymous. When I told Fro, I've got this in my dictionary, he said, oh, it must be the only dictionary in the world that's got that in it. Yeah, right. How dumb can you get? Oh, this is one of his comments. I'm not a Holocaust denier, Fro, thank you. Yeah, my life is pathetic, is it? Yeah, thanks. I think I uploaded that image there of the torture in Roman Catholic orphanages in Canada. They had a little chair that they used to see that image there on the far right. I might have uploaded that image. I will do later because I'm going to post a link to this gallery. I'm going to take some pictures out of it because I just uploaded a bulk load of them, about 20 or 30, maybe more. This is one of his stupid videos, supposedly debunking John MacArthur, who most Christians who are theologically competent wouldn't take too much notice of John MacArthur. So I think Fro's going after a bit of a red herring there. Is that the right phrase, red herring? That there is a picture of Magdalen Laundries in Ireland, in Tuam, Tuam. Google it, 600 sets of bones found in a septic tank. Women who were pregnant outside of marriage used to go to this Magdalen Laundries in Ireland. I assume they would deliver the babies or they would abort them and then dump them in a septic tank. I did hundreds and hundreds of tweets about this when I found out about it. Obviously, the press would keep things like this. Well, oh yeah, Hitler and so-called Pope Pius XII, best mates. Or is that one of the cardinals? I can't Anyway, the Vatican liked Hitler for some reason. Couldn't possibly imagine why. Yeah. By the way, Fro, you nut job, all 7 hills are on the one side of the river. The Babylon whore sits on 7 hills. Revelation 17, go check it out. The Quirinal, the Viminal, the Capitoline, Esquiline, Palatine, Caelian, and Aventine Hill. Most Christians know this. It's not difficult. You just need to read Revelation 17 and it should be virtually impossible, even for an atheist, to come up with any other organisation other than the Catholic so-called Church. But anyway, let's carry on. I don't know if I'm going to go through all these images. I'm waiting for Isaiah 12. Mario Lanza wrote a song called The 7 Hills of Rome. This was probably in the 60s. Why would he write a song called The 7 Hills of Rome if Rome wasn't built on 7 hills? This isn't absolute proof, of course. Circumstantial evidence, maybe. But it's pretty solid, isn't it? Well, I'm just a dumb so-called Protestant. I'm a proper Protestant, though. I'm not keen on the so-called Protestantism that is extant today, because they've gone a bit ecumenical. I would argue that the apostles were actually, and the early Christians, until they were murdered out of existence, mostly, were actually a Protestant. Oh, this is an interesting book. I have read some of it. I can't read things on screen. The Secret History of the Jesuits by Edmund Paris. You can get a PDF of that free. I can put a link to that later. If anybody asks me, I can get you the link to that book. So you can, I don't know, print some of the pages out or just read it if you're into reading stuff on your laptop screen or whatever. This is yeah. He was murdered for the KJV. When Tyndale did a lot of translation work for the KJV, the eyes of the king were opened and he authorized a proper translation for the English people, so that even the ploughman could read and understand and comprehend the will of God, the gospel, which the Catholics hate. They hate the scriptures as a testimony of that, with the crown seal on it, right, stating the Roman Catholic attitude to God's word being manifest. Translated from Greek, Hebrew, Aramaic for Daniel. Not all of it was done in Aramaic in the book of Daniel. I think there's about 2, possibly 3 chapters in Aramaic. It's a sister language of Hebrew, by the way. Yeah, they eisegete the scriptures. In other words, the Roman Catholics come to an understanding, if you can call it that, of the scriptures through the lens of the Catholic Catechism. A disgusting book. I have to say, I got a copy. It cost me £1. No money went to the Catholic so-called Church. Have a look at number 252 and number 460 and read how unbelievably ridiculous Roman Catholic teachings are for yourself. Google it. Just waiting for Isaiah 12 to come in. I'm sure it'll be here. This is a picture of a bone chapel. A bone chapel. A Roman Catholic building where they store all the bones of dead people. I do believe that Roman Catholics worship the dead. Yeah, this is in Greek, the number 666. Read it backwards. I don't like to tell people to do that, but that might be an indicator of something. Oh yeah, Babylonian. This is my famous rare dictionary. Babylonian, this is in the Collins Dictionary. An inhabitant of Babylon, a papist, pertinent to ancient Babylonian, magnificent, luxurious, dissolute, vicious. That is what the Roman Catholic so-called church is, the whore of Babylon, a vicious, genocidal, paedophile organization, basically. Not all Roman Catholic so-called priests are like that. I'm sure there are quite a few of them that know what's going on. They don't like it, but they don't say anything. So, you know, what would any reasonable thinking, right-thinking person think of that? If you know something like that is going on, you have to say something, report it, and not to your local bishop, so-called bishop. If you know something like that is going on, report it to the police. It's that simple. I have no qualms whatsoever of telling somebody to do that. I mean, you know, doesn't that speak volumes? Really? What else can you say? Oh yeah, this is a useful book for all you Bible correctors. I did have 2 of these. I sent one to Bill, Good News Gospel. I'm sure he might find it useful at some point. I don't know, but I've got 2 of them. He's the only person I could think of who was actually worth sending it to in this country. Check it out. You can still get them. Only about, how much did mine cost? £7 or £8. Not a lot. You can get the PDF. Oh no, I don't know if you can get the PDF of it. You should be able to. It's published by Whitaker House. Oh yeah, I photoshopped this. That's so-called Sister Angelica with her little dolly. Yeah. I mean, I posted that image. I mean, I sort of used to be a bit of a troll on Twitter. And Twitter, believe it or not, I don't know if it's owned by them now. It's probably still is indirectly. But it was owned by a couple of guys that went to Jesuit university. Believe it or not, it is a fact. I Googled it, I followed it through. I don't believe everything I read on Wikipedia, but there's other ways I support, of cross-checking it. Have a look for yourself. I've done about, not that it proves anything, I've done about 60-odd thousand tweets on Twitter. Probably more, actually. Yeah, probably a lot more. Pope Francis, so-called. Go and check that website out, bishopaccountability.org. There's a little search box on the main page. Just type in Argentina, right? Mr. Bergoglio was the senior Jesuit in Argentina. And, you know, cover up the child abuse. 3 so-called priests got murdered. I do not gloat over that. Go check it out. Go check it out. I don't lie to people. I've got no reason to. There's no reason for me to lie to anybody about anything. Who are you that you think I should need to lie to you? I don't. Go and check this out. bishopaccountability.org. Or don't. It's up to you. You know, I'm waiting for Isaiah 12 to come in anyway. Hopefully he'll be here in a minute. I mean, you know, he was supposed to be here about. He might turn up in a minute. Oh yeah, there's that without my editing it. St. Stanislaus Kostka Parish. I'm sure. Oh yeah, Chicago. Sorry, I said Boston. Is Boston in Chicago? Or is it part? I don't know. Or is it on the other side of the lake? Or I don't know. Go Google it. Check it out. This is a Roman Catholic doodah. It's disgusting. Look at the symbology on it, the monstrance on that so-called personage that's been depicted on there. Big loaf of bread in the middle. The Mithraistic sunburst thingy. And then you've got the crescent moon. Very connected with Islam is the Roman Catholic so-called church. I say, and I think there's a certain amount of reason to believe it. I know some people would say it's a bit nutty. But I think in one way, I don't know the exact mechanics of it. But Islam, doesn't it seem so Catholic to you? Similar attitude, the beads, the silly hats. Kill the unbelievers, so-called. Khadija, Muhammad's wife, apparently, it'd be very difficult to prove it, that she was some sort of Roman Catholic, I won't say nun, but she was some sort of... Muhammad obviously met some Babylonian Catholic doofers. Yeah, I don't want to go on about Islam too much. I have studied it a little bit. I can't stomach reading an actual so-called Quran because it stinks of perfume. I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate Catholics. I don't even hate Fro. The Hallelujah. Most Muslims, I mean, you know, when you talk to them, they're all right. But I mean, I haven't met any outside of... Well, I haven't met any Muslims, I don't think, since I got out of Kling. I've witnessed to Jehovah's Witnesses. They're hard work. Catholics are even worse. Seventh-day Adventists. Jamie. I like Jamie a lot. I've got to say that, I do. I mean, he's funny. But he would lead you up the garden path and then throw you a sidewinder and then start trying to create the impression that, oh, you've agreed with him on this thing, that thing, the other thing, and those other couple of... And then he'll create this sort of sense of wonderment that you disagree with him on another point when you'd already previously agreed with him on about 5 or 6 others that he makes. He is right about some things, but while he remains SDA, I don't want anything to do with him at all. He's not a brother. He will try and call you a brother. He did it with me. I don't like it. I told him not to. I have done before. He does it to be provocative. Conflation much, Jamie. Yeah, grim litany of death. Babies buried under apple tree. This is a school in Canada. Is it Kuiper or Cooper Island Catholic School? Yeah. I'll get links to these if you want. Oh, this is another famous clip from one of my dictionaries. I think it may have been, no, this was a different dictionary, I think. The papacy. Babylonian. Please do check it out. Find an old dictionary. I've got a dictionary on my bookshelf that is about 120 years old. And I've got another old dictionary that's about 50 or 60 year old, I think. Modern dictionaries, I'm not so sure you're going to find this. Guess who owns the publishing companies for dictionaries? Yeah. Oh, well, Isaiah 12, if you're there, come on in. We're waiting for you. All right. This is another clip of the same, because I couldn't get it all on one, because this is on the next page, and the previous clip is on the other page. So I couldn't get them both together without cutting my book up, which I wasn't going to do. Popish, scarlet. It isn't a fancied identification of the Scarlet Woman. A papist. Babylonish. That is what Roman Catholicism is. It's where it stems from. It's Satan's handiwork. I'm going to put a link to, this is one of these. This is a voodoo doll. There's Jesus, supposedly, with the blonde hair, the crescent moon, and all this blackface, so-called Madonna. It's weird. It is totally weird. I mean, any Christian seeing this should make your skin crawl. Really. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, another bone chapel. Oh, there's Ellen G. White. She got a clout from a stone. Poor woman. I mean, I don't gloat over that. But if you look at the other old Victorian photographs of her, she does look a little bit sort of nutty. And I don't like to do ad hominems. I really don't. And the doctrines that she has, so-called doctrines that she has come out with, well, have basically messed up Jamie. Oh, that's that one again. And that one. Oh, yeah. Okay, Cromwell misbehaved in Ireland. But Fro stupidly asserts that the Catholic so-called Church only murdered 30,000. Only killed 30,000 in the Inquisitions. That's a lie. They did that many in like over a period of 2 or 3 days. St. Bartholomew's Day massacre, probably in one day. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. All right, that's that slideshow over with. Right, I'll get a link to that gallery. And I'll put it in the side chart. If you go to this is my WordPress page. Is it on there? I've got to I haven't spent a lot of time on my WordPress site lately. Now then, where do I get the link? It's a recent post. I'll just get a short link to this page. Right, I'll stop sharing that now. Yeah, I'll delete that tab. I've got too many tabs open at the moment. I'll just put this in comments. It's there, look. I'm hoping Isaiah 12 comes in. He said he would do. So, Isaiah, where are you? I'm going to play me Clouds of Doom again. I'm going to double check actually that I've got the right time. I'm in the right because he said, I did ask him what time UK GMT. He said 27th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. 9 a.m. would be about 1 p.m. your time. It's 1:15 now. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, you know, things happen. You know, he's busy where he is in the USA. I won't tell you where. Can't remember anyway. And even if I did know or remember, I wouldn't tell you. So I don't know if Bill's about. He's more than welcome to come in if he wants. I'll just close that tab. I can always start another stream later, Steve. If anybody hears this and they know Isaiah 12, I'm going to start another. If he doesn't come in the next 40 minutes or so, I will stop this stream and then get another one ready. And then when he comments on my channel, I'll just get up and running. Right, I'm going to play me Clouds of Doom a bit. I'm going to play a bit more music. In fact, I'm going to play some of this stuff. I'm not sure which is the best one. No, not keen. Not keen on any of them. No. No. All right, well,